मेरे रूम में there is this fly
हाँ अब
who decides to come in only on days when I'm chatting with people, when I'm taking interviews. मैंने मानव के साथ किया, ये मक्खी आई, जरा सा आई, 5-10 मिनट उसने मुझे परेशान किया, चली गई। दीपक के साथ किया, वो मक्खी आई, आज तुम्हारे साथ तो वो मेरे पीछे ही पड़ गई है।
वो तो जरूर रखना चाहिए क्योंकि वो कैंडिड कनेक्ट।
Rasika, welcome to Candid Connect. Thank you so much for finding the time. In हालातों में जब OTT is becoming the prime place for people's entertainments और stories वापस आ गई हैं, अच्छी performances वापस आ रही हैं, actors वापस आ रहे हैं. What better time to actually talk to an actor and let people know कि actor कैसा सोचता है, कैसे दुनिया को देखता है, क्या approach रखता है. So, welcome to Candid Connect.
थैंक यू फॉर हैविंग मी।
मैं आज का सेशन शुरू कर रहा हूँ विद अ कोट फ्रॉम अनूप सिंह जी अबाउट रसिका दुग्गल। और मैं इससे इसलिए शुरू कर रहा हूँ बिकॉज मैं बहुत अग्री करता हूँ उनके इस कोट से। ही सेज द थिंग अबाउट रसिका इज़ दैट शी इज़ ट्रमेंडसली इंस्टिंक्टिव, शी इज़ वेरी अलाइव, सेंटिएंट, शी हैज़ टू रिएक्ट टू एवरी लिटिल स्टिमुलाई, there is nothing she can ignore or look away from. And unlike many actors who are instinctive, she has a great respect for being in this world. This quality of how can I live this life a little more intensely? And this is what makes her an extraordinary actress.
The things that Anup says about me makes me fall in love with myself.
Hannah, that's his special quality.
Yeah, that's his very, very special quality. And of course, the gift of articulating like he does. It's always so beautiful. And he really manages to convey things like they are. And in such a beautiful and poetic way. So always nice to listen to what he has to say about me. I always feel very happy.
तुमने एक इंटरव्यू में कहा था कि और तब आई थिंक 2019 में तुमने वो इंटरव्यू दिया था एंड यू सेड दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट टाइम आई विल बी डूइंग सीज़न 2। तो पहली बार ऐसा होगा कि एक सीज़न करके फिर उसके बारे में लोगों ने क्या कहा है और मैंने देख लिया है मैंने क्या किया है एंड व्हाट हैज़ वर्कड व्हाट हैज़ नॉट वर्कड, मैं एक कैरेक्टर को करने जाऊंगी तो मुझे पता नहीं कैसा होगा। सो नाउ दैट यू हैव डन इट इन मिर्ज़ापुर 2, हाउ हैज़ दैट एक्सपीरियंस बिन एंड हाउ हैज़ दैट contributed to you or changed you or transformed you in any way?
So I think what it did was that it really made me feel very indebted to my writer, honestly, because I realized that I always knew it, but I think with Mirzapur season 2 it probably sort of reaffirmed this in my mind that sometimes as an actor all you have to do is follow the script. And that's all.
Sorry, can you please stop for a second?
Hanji, Makhi.
Gee, the fly is back. Yes, and I think I'm gonna get her this time.
I think you should keep these parts of the interview also.
मैं रिकॉर्ड तो कर रहा हूँ but this is just too much. This is really funny. You were saying कि I feel really indebted to my writers.
Because sometimes I feel your job as an actor is just to follow the script. And if you just truly do that, the job is done. And with Mirzapur 2, I really felt that I did that because I think the writer had actually written it very well. And because we had the same writers as season 1, they knew the character, but at the same time, they wanted to transform it in some way. She's been raped by her father-in-law. She's living in the same house. And her life is about revenge. I always have कि ये नहीं होना चाहिए, I never have कि ये होना चाहिए. So, for example, with Beena in season 2, I didn't want to. I wanted to feel like this person still can be a woman who will carry her sexuality on her sleeve. Yes, she's been violated. But you should get a sense that she will be fine. That's what because there are some fundamental things that I feel you can't take away from people. Like Beena is the kind of person who is not conscious of her sexuality. is not conscious of her sexiness. It's just there. It's there. Like, she doesn't mean to be. Sometimes she tries to put it on, but
Correct.
she can't help herself. ऐसा है उसका
हाँ.
कि वो उसकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज में है वो बात, which is attractive. And similarly for Safiya and Manto, I didn't want anybody to walk out of the theatre saying hi बिचारी.
तो फिर सफ़िया के लिए ऐसी क्या क्रिएटिव चॉइस मेक की थी तुमने जिससे हमेशा उसका स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ कैरेक्टर, मतलब वाज इट लाइक अ, आई एम श्योर बिकॉज तुमने डिस्कस किया था, तो कोई ऐसी पर्टिकुलर चॉइस की थी उसको प्ले करते हुए, या हाउ डिड यू मेक श्योर दैट द स्पाइन ऑफ सफ़िया is intact no matter what she is going through?
So I think it was there because Nandita also wanted it like that. So she viewed it like that, and so it was there in the writing, in the lensing, in the editing, in anything that she did with Safiya. But I think that can only happen for a character like Safiya if you truly respect that person. And I think that I spent a lot of my adulthood feeling guilty for not respecting women like that outwardly. I think I always respected how they were, but I never appreciated it as much as I should have. And I grew up with a lot of women like that. I grew up, my grandmother was... if you'd ask me for a reference for Safiya, I think it would be my grandmother.
You said मैं एक ऐसे फेज़ में जा रही थी कि अगर मुझे वो काम उस वक्त ना मिलता तो शायद मैं थोड़ी स्लम्प में चली जाती, शायद मुझे अपने आप को वहाँ से निकालना पड़ता. हाउ डू यू हैंडल योर इमोशंस, हाउ डू यू हैंडल योर माइंड ऑन अ डे टू डे बेसिस? तब कैसे हैंडल किया? एक्चुअली द क्वेश्चन इज तब कैसे हैंडल किया?
पता नहीं. I think that was a particularly a hard phase because I had... and I think rejections get harder for you rather than easier because there's more at stake. As your career sort of progresses, what you could have got would have been so good that the rejection of it becomes that much more disappointing. And always the reason was, at least the reason given to me. And you never know as actors whether that's really what went down. You don't know what happens in that meeting where you have been discussed, and God, I never want to know. I never want to. I was like, जिंदगी में कोई मुझे वो ऑडियो रिकॉर्डिंग ना सुना दे जिसमें one producer, one writer, one director have sat and spoken about me. I'm like, I never want to listen to that.
Oh yes.
That's information I don't want to have. I don't want to know what goes down in that rejection room. But anyway, the reason that came to me always was that the directors had approached me for the part, so I was given to believe that, and they had said it, they want to work with me. But the producers would say that she's not sellable enough, she's not big she's not a name enough for us to take in this film. Nandita took a chance on me, and she fought with many producers because she wanted to cast me, and I'm so grateful for that, because that, I think, Manto, because the project was sort of known. It wasn't still a very big film, but the project was known because of Nandita, because of Nawaz, because of Manto. So that kind of changed things, began to change things for me at that time.
So how does Rasika look at herself? In terms of an actor first, and then we'll come to Rasika as a person. But in terms of an actor, how does Rasika look at herself?
So, the thing that is very special to me about the gift of this career in my life is really that it's, I think, possibly I can say maybe the only thing that I'm very confident about. And that is, it's so strange because I keep thinking about it. I feel a very... a sense of confidence, like I know this territory and I know how to own it. I won't say I know this territory, but I know how to own it. That's a more accurate description of how I feel of it. And therefore all the other insecurities which are so rampant in my life otherwise, in very small things, in very daily things, like, am I wearing the correct thing for this meeting? Am I, did I say the correct thing when somebody shared something with me, which is very common for somebody like me. I have all those dialogues with myself very often after I do very daily things in life, you know. So in fact Mukul calls me Regret Kumari.
That's a nice name.
He's like, you're always second guessing yourself, you're always questioning if you did something correctly or not.
So Rasika, tell me a little about your early influences, where you were born, school, college, close friends, relations. वो पहले early 14-15 साल तक की जिंदगी के क्या experiences थे?
So actually I grew up in Jamshedpur, and my father runs a business. My mother used to till recently run a boutique, but that's a business she had started after me and my sister left for college. Throughout my schooling life, while I was living with my parents, my mother used to work on and off, but she didn't have she was not always working. So there were large parts of my life where she was always there for us in every way, and you know, doing things for all of us. So that was and there was no influence of cinema in my life. I think the only few instances that I can remember, we mostly watched, Jamshedpur has a lot of club culture, so I used to spend a lot of my evenings after school in clubs, either swimming, playing tennis or watching a film. So club mein Tuesdays or Fridays ko filmein lagti thi. Tuesdays ko was the A films which we weren't allowed to watch, but it was an open air theatre. So it was a big screen and you had these folding chairs, and बारिश हो जाती थी तो लोग छाता निकाल के देख लेते थे, and it was beautiful. Now I would crave for an open air theatre, you know.
I know, man.
अभी तो मेरे दिमाग में open air theatre is like cinema paradiso, but उस वक्त तो it was like अरे there is no closed space. Cinema halls जाने का practice नहीं था because it was generally considered to be crowded and you wouldn't go there and get a ticket. You'd rather watch it at home. In Jamshedpur, that was the style of things. You would watch it at home in a VCR or watch a film in the club. But the one person who I really liked was, I was a huge fan of Sridevi. So Sridevi की कोई भी फिल्म आती थी मैं इतने मज़े लेकर देखती थी. इनफैक्ट एक ad था उनका which was of Seema bulbs and tubes, in which, you know, there's one spiral staircase and she's wearing this blue shimmery gown with some white fur and she's walking down those stairs and saying Seema bulbs and tubes. And I was so taken in by that I used to record that also and keep watching it. I grew up in Jamshedpur. I finished my schooling there. But I was always that Enthu Cutlet who was always on stage. Who was in the dance performance in the puja pandal also, who was in every show, in every play in school. So I was that person who used to come running to class apologizing to the teacher saying sorry ma'am, I got stuck in my play rehearsal. You know? So that I was. Then LSR happened. But also I think what LSR really did was I really enjoyed it really introduced me. It's a very liberal college. I really got introduced to acknowledging my own politics, because I won't say learning my own politics because you can't learn it. It's always there within you. You just have to realize it and understand it intellectually. So I think I understood my feminism. I understood my liberalism, you know. So I think those were things that I could find words for while I was there. And also it introduced me to a lot of writers. I started reading a lot of progressive writers at that time. I remember there was this organization called Katha. They used to translate Indian writing into English. One part of their work was that. I think they did much more.
Yes, Katha Publications. Yeah, I know.
Ji. So the first time I read Manto and Ismat Chugtai was sitting in an LSR lawn. And LSR is beautiful lawns. And I remember मैंने पहली बार लिहाफ पढ़ा था और टोबा टेक सिंह, the first two that you always read of Manto and Ismat, you know? And in English. And then when I went to FTI, because I wanted to start reading in Hindi, because I realized कि इसी medium में काम करना है, So I read Manto in Hindi. And then when I started reading Urdu, when I started learning Urdu, I read Manto in Urdu. So it was like a progression. In fact, when I even joined FTI, I didn't realize that people around me wanted to be stars, that they would be there to become stars or really be considering a career in acting. I landed up in FTI because I thought, arey, this course sounds like fun. Chalo, let's go and try. It was like that.
So it's when you started learning, जब थोड़ा क्राफ्ट समझ में आना शुरू हुआ and then you realized कि अरे हाँ यार ये तो मैं कर सकती हूँ, ये तो मुझे समझ में आ रहा है. Is that where it all started?
So, like one of my earliest memories at FTI is everybody had to make this first film which had to be under 5 minutes. 5 minutes or 2 minutes. And they were very particular. I remember there was this teacher who would say, where is the story? Because he would say, which he was very right about, you can make very lofty and great things and abstract things, but your first exercise has to be a story. It has to be a narrative which has a beginning, middle and end. Because you can choose to break this narrative later, but you have to first learn how to tell a simple story, So, because you can't, because students के लिए ना वो थोड़ा एस्केपिज्म हो जाता है कि वो क्योंकि आप अच्छे से कहानी बोलनी आती नहीं आपको अभी तक, तो आप बड़े एब्स्ट्रैक्ट हो जाते हो,
बट यू कैन बी मॉडर्न आर्ट क्रिएट कर रहे हैं.
करेक्ट. सो यू हैव टू फर्स्ट फॉलो द रूल्स टू नो हाउ टू ब्रेक देम, राइट? सो दैट वाज द मैंडेट ऑफ द एक्सरसाइज. And because they had actors after such a long time in the institute, my batch, everybody had taken actors from their batchmates, right? They were also quite, so the editing students, direction students, we had all joined the institute together. So we were all excited about each other also, So I remember somebody cast me in and had written an older part, like an old woman, and they asked me to play that part. And I remember I did it, and the first time I saw it, I thought it was very well done. And I got a lot of praise for it also in the institute. They said, "Arey yaar, you did a pretty good job." And I was like, yeah, how did I do it though? It came quite instinctively. And I think those were, that's when I started to find my confidence with what I was doing.
रसिका, एक कैरेक्टर को प्रिपेयर करना कैसे शुरू करती हो? What do you do first as you receive the script? What are the first few steps that Rasika takes to start making it easy for her to get into the character and into the story?
So first, I mean, depending on how much time there is, honestly, most often
ऐसा मानते हैं कि तुम्हारे पास बहुत टाइम है, 2 महीने का टाइम है उसको प्रिपेयर करने के लिए.
ऐसा तो कभी हुआ ही नहीं.
चलो 1 महीना लगा लेते हैं.
तो I think, okay, ideally how I'd like to do it.
चलो.
Ideally how I'd like to do it would be, I would like to just keep reading the script for a while on my own.
ठीक है.
आते जाते सोते जागते खाते पीते कभी भी स्क्रिप्ट उठा लिया और पढ़ लिया. And maybe if I want to jot down things that I'm thinking around it, but typically the things that I would jot down would be things which would be ideas around how I can try and create a world for this person. And by that I mean it could be anything. It could be reading some other short story which I feel ki fits into this person's world. It could be learning a skill which I feel fits into this person's world. It could be listening to some music which I feel fits into this person's world. It could be trying to have a pace which I feel could be this person's pace. It could be anything.
Yeah.
I don't have a set pattern on this, or it could be anything which helps me understand the world of the story better. Either could be through music, could be through language, could be through stories, could be through meeting another person who this script sort of reminds me of. Something like that. I mean, just to give you some examples, is when I read Kissa for the first time, I felt I needed to know Punjabi. So when we met, but like I said, I'm talking about an ideal situation. किस्सा मतलब मेरे पास 2 हफ्ते भी नहीं थे. Then I remember you and I went through lines of the script. But I don't know if we spoke about it then, but I think I told you that I really, really want to learn Punjabi properly. And
तुमने बोला था मुझे.
हाँ, so it was a desire. And तो मैंने सोचा कि अगर ये desire है and film का world ये है, तो why not do what I want to do, right?
Yeah.
So at that time, I remember my friend who's a director, Vibhu Puri, मैंने उसको फ़ोन किया क्योंकि उसकी पंजाबी अच्छी है and वो काफ़ी पढ़ा लिखा इंसान है, काफ़ी चीज़ें पढ़ता रहता है, लिखता रहता है. तो आई रिमेंबर आई कॉल्ड हिम एंड आई सेड यार मुझे ना पंजाबी म्यूज़िक सुनना है क्योंकि आई वांट टू लर्न पंजाबी प्रॉपर्ली. एंड आई वाज आल्सो वेरी कॉन्शियस ऑफ द फैक्ट कि मुझे पंजाबी अच्छे से आती नहीं है. आई एम सिक, I should know it, it's my mother tongue, you know, all of that was also there.
Yeah.
But and I said this is an opportunity, मैं सीख लेती हूँ अच्छे से. तो विभू के घर गई, he gave me a few songs which were so helpful, I cannot tell you. मतलब they ranged from, and then I started discovering things on my own. So what happened is the songs that Vibhu gave me, for example, had Reshma, songs from Reshma. And Anup wanted a body language for Neeli which was alive, which was I remember he made me watch this song called Aplam Chaplam.
Yeah.
And you know there are these two dancers. They keep doing this and they move so cutely. So very beautifully choreographed song. And he said, you know, this is the sense that I want from Neeli. And so I remember कि मैं जब पंजाब में शूटिंग के लिए गई, एक तो मैं पंजाबी गाने सुनती रहती थी and I realized कि अब वो बेस चाहिए तो रेशमा सुनने से शायद नहीं होगा.
Correct.
So I used to listen to Punjabi MC.
Wow.
So on a given day, like सुबह को I would listen to Punjabi MC, रात को I would listen to रेशमा.
अच्छा, हमारी एक कॉन्वर्सेशन हो रही थी अबाउट रिलेशनशिप्स कि यार रिलेशनशिप्स कैसे वर्कआउट करते हैं. व्हेन यू मेंशन्ड अ लाइन सेइंग कि हाँ यार एकदम से यू नो उस मोमेंट पे जाओ मिलो एंड व्हाट मिरेकल डू यू एक्सपेक्ट. लेकिन उसकी फ्लिप साइड भी है, कभी कभी बड़ी कमाल की चीज़ें हो जाती है. रिमेंबर वी वर हैविंग दिस कॉन्वर्सेशन.
And I told you I would hold on to this thought, but I didn't.
Cheater cock.
Sometimes what happens is I feel that you are far more attentive to somebody you don't know than to somebody you know. You know?
Yes.
And there is a need to impress. There is a need to figure it out. There is a speciality in discovery which there isn't in knowing. There's a comfort in knowing. There is a mystery in discovery, you know. And so you are really, really being attentive to the other person because you've met them for the first time, or you don't know them so well, you know. And as co-actors, you sometimes all you need is attention from the other actor. That's all. Attention in the sense they hang on to everything that you're doing and want to respond to it. जैसे इरफान के साथ मैं एक सीन कर रही थी किस्सा में, and that day was very, very special, and it was for me in my acting career a very special day, you know. And I remember the experience of that moment so strongly that आज भी when I talk about it, you know, it stirs something within me. And I remember that when Kissa released many years after it was shot. It was shot in 2012. It had a theatrical release in 2015.
Yeah.
And I met Irfan then, and he said to me, and Irfan को तो मुझे लगा कि इरफान तो इतना अच्छा काम करते हैं, वो उन्होंने कितनी सारी ऐसी चीज़ें एक्सपीरियंस की होंगी बीच में, पता नहीं उनको, मैंने इतना रोमांटिक आइडिया बना रखा है उस मोमेंट का, शायद उन्होंने नोटिस नहीं किया हो जो भी हो. So Irfan said to me after one screening, he said, बहुत अच्छा काम किया तुमने. Then he said, उस दिन हम लोगों के बीच में कुछ हुआ था ना.
Oh, so he was also carrying that memory.
He was carrying that memory, and I felt so special about it. But I have to say, when I watched it, मुझे लगा it didn't translate like that. Either in my memory it had become something more than it was when I had experienced it, or it's just that, you know, in the way that we had done that shot on that day, that had not got captured with the intensity with which it was experienced, possibly. So
यार बहुत ना, like you said, cinema is a very director's medium. So it's not about what the actors are giving or experiencing, it's what is getting captured. तो out of the 10 things that you may be experiencing, जो 2 चीज़ें ही कैप्चर हो रही हैं, वो डायरेक्टर पे ही डिपेंड करता है. मुझे भी ऐसा ही फील होता है.
Like the character that of the rapist who makes a confession, the way they had chosen to lens and the duration for which the shot was held, I felt it humanized him for me, you know.
I think that is the victory of a program like Delhi Crime, क्योंकि उसने किसी को विलिफाई नहीं किया.
किसी को विलिफाई नहीं किया.
ठीक है, उनके हाथ से कुछ ऐसी चीज़ हुई जो कि यू नो that was so heinous, लेकिन हमें वो हमेशा इंसान की तरह ही दिखाई दी है. आई थिंक दैट फॉर मी इज़ द विक्ट्री ऑफ दैट प्रोग्राम.
That for me was the victory of the show when I watched it.
Yeah. So just coming back to my question, so how do you work with relationships? कभी कभी हमें दिखाना है that we know we are husband and wife, we are lovers, we are friends. और सिनेमा तो ऐसा मीडियम है जहाँ आप बिल्कुल आइसोलेशन में प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो. तो फिर कैसे करते हैं हम ये? How do you work on relationships?
Mostly I find it very easy to love my co-actors. Mostly.
Okay.
I actually find it hard to not love them, you know. So I find it hard to, for example, I shot with Out of Love season 2 recently, and I shot with this beautiful young boy who's acting for the first time, and a part of me really misses him, you know, it does, because he gave me so much as a co-actor, and so, but I can't now I can't keep calling a 14-year-old child, or, you know, it's like with actors who are my contemporaries, you probably meet beyond a set.
True.
And you kind of hang out together. You try very hard to replicate experiences that you had on shoot. It never feels the same.
No, never.
It's always a little awkward outside of
Right.
that setup. So I find it very easy to love my co-actors, also because I've had some very good ones, I have to say, who have just like opened themselves up and been ready to help me make my work better, you know. And I think I really learnt that from people like Irfan, Tilottama, Tiska, Anoop, but Nawaz and Pankaj, you know, who really taught me these things. The kind of attention that they gave me and the kind of respect they gave me when nobody else was, when they didn't have to, you know, like nobody else was praising my work. If you look at it hierarchically, I was way below them in terms of being known or experience and all of that.
There's an ease and grace that you bring to every character. चाहे वो तुम क्षय कर रही थी, चाहे मैंने तुम्हें हामिद में देखा, चाहे दिल्ली क्राइम में देखा, चाहे मिर्ज़ापुर में अगर की हम बात करें, चाहे चटनी की बात करें. there's a अगर तुम एक सिंगर होती तो मैं कहता कि there is a mellifluosity that you bring. But अभी for an actor मैं यही कह रहा हूँ, there is an ease and grace you bring. Do you think it's a function of the easy vulnerability that you have, or is there something else also that you actually put into characters or your preparation to bring that?
I don't know. I'm very unaware of it, and in fact, I'm scared to be aware of it, you know. So, I mean, I try and accept the compliment without paying more attention than that to it. Because, you know, I worry that if I get too conscious of it, it'll become an imitation of itself.
True.
And I actually, as I do more and more work, I'm getting more and more not say worried, but more and more intrigued about how I'm going to preserve my lack of knowledge about myself.
Can I
that's
can
the
I say
best way to-
innocence? Can I say innocence? Not really.
Not really. No, I think it could even be bad memory. Like, I sometimes have eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. I have no memory of what happened. I mean, I have very weird memory of some things, and I forget things easily. So maybe it's that. Maybe I'm able to not be conscious of what I did earlier because I don't remember what it was, So I don't know what it is, but innocence will be romanticizing it too much, I think. But I do. I see. I like some of the performances that I've done. There is scope for more in everything, but largely I've enjoyed many of them. There are few which I haven't, and those few I feel, and especially the ones that I feel which were in good scripts with good directors and good co-actors, and I still feel like I didn't hit the right spot. Those are the most painful because that I feel like I want to go back and do it again, because I was looking for something which didn't happen.
Okay, it's your yellow dress that's prompting this question. You mentioned somewhere that Maine Pyar Kiya is something that you watched 23 times.
Maybe I chose this dress. My inner desire for yellow happened with Bhagyashree
So-
sitting on a boat.
Yeah. Well, मैंने भी वो फिल्म 5 बार देखी है. तो
मैंने 23 बार नहीं देखी सर.
मैंने 23 बार नहीं देखी. तो मेरा अगला क्वेश्चन ये है. This question is for Rasika Duggal, the actor. Dream role, dream co-actor, dream director on two fronts, India and then internationally. Both dream role, dream co-actor, co-star and dream director.
Dream role is Amrita Pritam in a biopic on Amrita Pritam.
Okay.
ड्रीम को एक्टर तो मैंने सबके साथ काम कर लिया जितने मेरे ड्रीम थे.
Really? Wow.
इरफान, नवाज, पंकज, and the best actors that we've had. So
और कोई नहीं है इंडिया में जिसके साथ ऐसे है कि अरे इसके साथ काम करना है यार. May not be an actor, maybe a star, maybe a complete zone change for you in India.
I would have wanted to work with Sridevi. That was my desire. मैंने सोचा था कि कभी होगा ऐसा. I had imagined in one of my daydreaming, struggling days that one day this might happen. But what I was really looking forward to though was I really wanted to work with Irfan again. When I have lived a little bit and at a later time, I wanted to work with him again to check in, Ki, where are you today in terms of what you feel about your work and where am I today? Even with Nawaz, he's had a very interesting journey. He's a very sensitive person, and I feel that actors who have so much talent sometimes, after a while they don't find directors who challenge that anymore or stories which challenge that anymore, and that becomes a very boring experience for them.
And dream director?
Many actually, but
Did you say me?
huh?
Did you say me?
No, I said many actually.
Acha.
I would have wanted to really be in a Rishikesh Mukherjee film. I think I would have been very good at it. It would have been so much fun. But realistically speaking, what can happen? I would love to be in a Vishal Bhardwaj film. That has always been. Makri is one of my favorite films.
Oh.
I love the earthiness of his film. There's a film called Matru Ki Bijli Ka Mandola, which I don't
of course.
think many people liked, but I loved that film. I think the earthiness, the humor, I like that. The command over language, the music is all things that I find very interesting about his film. Zoya Akhtar, I find her a very, very interesting filmmaker. I think she's true to the stories that she's approaching. And there's a very good understanding of her craft. She's writing her own material. She's making it the way she wants to. There's internationally co-actor Cate Blanchett.
Wow.
Director Christopher Nolan.
Oh, of course.
And dream role तो dream role ही होता है वो
Dream role to dream role. True. So now you've been in a web show where you are in every frame of the show. Finally, मैंने सुना था कहीं तुम कह रही थी कि मैं एक ऐसे शो में होना चाहती हूँ जहाँ मेरा कैरेक्टर नैरेटिव को ड्राइव कर रहा है या कम से कम वो प्राइम मूविंग फोर्स है उस नैरेटिव की. आई एम श्योर ये वेब शो वो है क्योंकि तुम हर फ्रेम में हो. कैसा था ये एक्सपीरियंस? कैसा मज़ा आया? और अब रसिका दुग्गल कौन है ये शो करने के बाद?
So this I had said actually before I had got Out of Love season 1.
Right.
तो ये मैं इंटरव्यूज में अक्सर बोला करती थी कि लोग पूछते हैं ना आपसे व्हाट डू यू वांट फॉर योर करियर. सो आई हैड सेड और एंड आई मेंट इट जेन्युइनली एंड बड़ी ईमानदारी से मैंने बोला था कि I want a show which drives the narrative, and then Out of Love happened. So I was like, "Arey, I should have asked for 5 more things." All of them would have happened.
I know. पंजाबी च कहंदे यार आज तक कुछ और ही मांग लेंदे.
Exactly. So it was. I realized that. I think the one thing I learned. I just did season 2. And I think the one big thing I learned from that show was that when you're playing a lead part, your job as an actor becomes slightly, and you can decide how seriously you want to take it, and you can decide to do it differently also, but it does at some level become that, like it is for directors, it becomes a managerial job. You have to handle a lot of people's emotions. And you can't discount it. You can't ignore it. You can't say this is not my job and shut the door on it. Maybe you can. Maybe that's your way of choosing to do it. That's not how I felt about it.
So can I say you become the boss in some sense?
No, you just like there are a lot of people feeling many things on a film unit, and you feel a lot because you're exhausted, right?
Yeah.
And you've done a lot of emotional work. So. And there are days when you're not at your best zen self. You're feeling out of it, and you're getting irritable, and you're feeling like nobody's letting me do my work, which is generally the atmosphere in a set. मतलब it's so chaotic कि आपको 2 सेकंड कुछ मतलब अपना नाम भी याद आ जाए तो बहुत
Okay.
रोने वाला सीन कैसे करोगे आप?
True.
वहाँ पे लाइटें गिर रही हैं, लोगों के स्टमक ग्रम्बल हो रहे हैं, किसी को ठंड लग रही है, नाश्ता नहीं आया, केटरिंग की आवाज़ आ रही है, बारिश हो रही है, किसी एक्टर का वैनिटी वैन छोटा पड़ गया तो किसी का पेट खराब है तो क्या हो रहा है. एंड मतलब you can feel the chaos around you, right? It's just there. It's everywhere. I mean, there is no way in hell that you're going to get the quiet that you possibly need. So
Quiet.
Yeah, so you have to just find it or work with this. I have realized that there is no like पहले जब मेरे acting career में मैं I used to try and look for secluded time, quiet space to be able to listen to myself, to be able to think things through. Now I've just learned how to accept anything that anybody throws my way. In improv comedy, there's a very beautiful and a very fundamental rule. It's called, when you practice improv comedy, it's called yes and. Whatever the other person throws at you, you say yes and you take the story forward. You accept it. You can't say no. That's what I've learned. Said yes and.
One thing that you want known to all the people who are starting out or who are new in the field. एक ऐसी चीज़ या 2 ऐसी चीज़ या 5 ऐसी चीज़ जो रसिका चाहती है सबको पता हो या सब लोग करें, कि ये करते रहो जो तुम्हारे मतलब यू नो लाइक यू सेड कि हमारे हाथ में हम वही कर सकते हैं और देयर इज़ सो मच इन आवर हैंड्स एंड देयर इज़ सो मच नॉट इन आवर हैंड्स. तो ऐसी क्या चीज़ें हैं जो तुम नए लोगों को बोलोगी कि इस पे उन्हें फोकस करना चाहिए या ये करनी चाहिए?
एक तो डेफिनेटली है कि परसिस्टेंस, मतलब लगे रहो. दैट इज समथिंग दैट यू कांट not do, and I can't not do it now also. It's not like I can sit back today and say कि अब तो मेरे पास काम है. ऐसा नहीं होता है. Because आपकी expectations बदल जाती हैं, right? So you want it to be different for yourself, and you want it to be better for yourself every time. And if you want that, then you have to constantly be persistent. And I think the persistence will come naturally. There will be a reason for your persistence if you're immersed in what you're doing.
I think that's the most important thing that you've been saying constantly कि rejections को personally नहीं लेना है. You know, you don't take
पता है वो भी तभी होगा अगर आपका connection आपके काम के साथ strong हो.
True.
And because otherwise I take a lot of things personally in life. You know, if somebody says I feel bad about many things for many days, I overthink things, I mull over them. I'm not a Zen person who's sitting around saying अरे so what in life, this doesn't matter. ऐसा नहीं है मेरा बिल्कुल भी. But the connection with the work is so strong that nothing can allow that. And the connection with the work is strong if you're immersed in it. I remember I did this 2-scene role in a film called 10 ml Love, which Sharat Kataria had directed very early on in my career. And उसमें ना Tiska was also in the film, and I play a मेहंदी वाली. Tiska is also मेहंदी वाली. मैं मेहंदी वाली की assistant हूँ. 2 scene का रोल था उस फिल्म में. मैंने उसके लिए जाके मेहंदी लगाना सीखा. It's great fun, putting mehendi is great fun, and it's very difficult by the way. I mean, people, these mehendi walis do it like हाँ चलो अच्छा आलू पका दो ये कर रहे हैं, but it is not easy to do, and it is therapeutic. It is like आपको इतना attention देना पड़ता है कि सांस रोक के करना पड़ता है कि आपका सारा attention उसमें चला जाता है.
I've run out of questions. Thank you very much for answering every question in such a detailed way.
Thank you. I really enjoyed this.
बहुत मज़ा आया मुझे. I've really had. This has been like a master class. This is not just a chat. You know, I'm getting a feel. This has just been brilliant.
Feels very satisfactory for me also. नहीं तो कई बार ना कैसी conversations होती है, मैंने बोला अरे मैं ये पूरे अच्छे से explain नहीं कर पाई. आज वैसी feeling नहीं हो रही है.
बहुत मज़ा आया. बहुत तसल्ली से बैठ के बात हुई है. आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाट हैज़ बीन इनक्रेडिबल अबाउट दिस टाइम दैट वी हैव स्पेंट टुगेदर. सो वंस अगेन थैंक यू वेरी मच, एंड होपफुली वील कनेक्ट अगेन, मे बी ऑन दिस प्लेटफॉर्म, मे बी ऑन एनी अदर, बट वील डेफिनेटली कनेक्ट अगेन.
Thank you so much. Thank you for asking me to do this.
थैंक यू सो वेरी मच.
हेलो, मैं हूँ रसिका दुग्गल. अगर आपको ये इंटरव्यू पसंद आया तो प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब टू द यूट्यूब चैनल ऑफ कल्चर कोलाज, और कमेंट्स में प्लीज़ हमें बताइएगा कि इस इंटरव्यू का कौन सा हिस्सा आपको सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद आया. थैंक यू.